All right, Hafaday, everybody, and welcome back to Fiesta Friday. Want to introduce you to a friend of mine I have with me here in the Harmon set, Mr. Lenny Calvo. Lenny, how you doing?
Good.
All right, for those of you who do not know Lenny, he attends Bishop Baumgartner Memorial School. He is 13 years old, and he had the very dubious distinction of representing our island in a very honored way to do so. He represented us in the History Bee in Washington, D.C., and as I understand, you'll be heading back to our nation's capital to represent the Pacific Territories in the National Geographic Bee.
Yes.
Okay, so that's an amazing achievement. Tell me a little bit about what it took to actually get that honor, to actually make the trip out there. Did you have to do a competition, or how many people did you beat out?
I had to go through a little competition at my school, and after I won that, I had to take a quiz at Madeline Bordalio's office. Mm-hmm. And whoever had the best score would go on to Washington. Mm-hmm.
Now, of course, you're taking quizzes on geography and history, and these are both subjects that you're very passionate about, you know, like you like reading about history and everything. But what period specifically in history? Because that can be kind of tough. You can talk about the modern period, or you can be talking about, you know, ancient history or antiquity. And what did you study? What's your specialty?
Must be maybe something around 0 AD.
Mm-hmm. Well, so from 0 AD all the way up to the current. That's a lot of knowledge. That's a lot of that's a lot of world history and a lot of world geography there. Okay, so how does it feel to represent Guam? And, you know, did you feel any pressure going out there and, you know, like actually knowing that you're not only representing your school and your class, but, you know, the entire island?
At first I didn't think, but then I realized that, wow, this is a big competition.
Mm-hmm. What were some of the other students like, and did you guys get a chance to hang out, and, you know, did you talk to them about what they like doing?
The only contestant I met was a girl in the History Bee who used to be in the Geography Bee. Mm-hmm. But besides that, I don't really know much about Geography Bee.
Oh, okay. What interests you so much about geography and about history, and why do you enjoy reading about it and thinking about it so much?
Maybe it's because I used to travel a lot when I was younger. Mm-hmm. So going out to all these places, I like to learn about them, maybe about the people, culture.
Mm-hmm. Well, we're very proud of you, and, you know, to actually have somebody that's as passionate about, do they even call it social studies anymore? Because, see, I'm old. When I was in school, they wrapped both of those subjects up into social studies, and they went over there, so they called it social studies. But we're very proud to have you actually go out there and represent us. I got a couple questions, if I may, because, you know, we're going to test your savvy of geography and history. You ready?
Yes. Okay,
so I'm just thinking, there was a country formerly known as Asia Minor. What do they call it now?
Turkey.
Very good. Okay, here's another one, and because there's a band called They Might Be Giants that old people like me like. New York was not always called New York. What was it formerly called?
I think it was New Amsterdam.
New Amsterdam, very good. And for those of you who actually like They Might Be Giants, you probably got that reference, so I hope I made you laugh out there. Okay, so back to the interview. What do you hope to achieve when you head out there this next time? Because, you know, you went out there before and you represented us in the History Bee. Now you're going for the National Geographic Bee. And maybe what are some of the differences between the two competitions?
In the History Bee, they kind of just divided groups of people, and then they would just buzz in when they knew the answer. Mm-hmm. But in Geography Bee, I think they go into large groups. Maybe even everyone plays together. But I don't think I'm not sure if they use buzzers, and whoever has the fastest reflexes gets the answer.
Mm-hmm. Do you know how many people are competing there? Like, are there just a bunch of kids in the room at the same time and they just call all you guys up in groups, or?
No, I think besides myself, there are 52 other contestants.
Okay. Okay, can I ask you a couple more questions? I got some over here, and these were actually put together by our producer, who is way better at history and geography than I am. She writes, Kampala and Entebbe are cities in which African country?
Uganda.
Very good. All right. Okay, so you playing along at home with our home kit as if you were. You can buzz yourself or you can cheer yourself on. We got another one, and this one's a little bit more closer to us. What island group of Oceania stretches from the Midway Islands in the north to New Zealand in the south?
Polynesia.
Very good. Okay, and we got a last one, and we'll have this wrap up before, you know, we head into commercial break. What temple remains as evidence of the Khmer Empire in Cambodia?
Angkor Wat.
You didn't even take 2 seconds to answer that and everything. I think our island and our community is in very good hands with you going over there. So, does anything faze you? You're as cool as a cucumber and everything like that. Do you feel any pressure?
I think some of these kids might be returning. That kind of worries me a little bit.
Nah, I think it's in the bag. You got this one all taken care of and everything. Okay, so Lenny, thank you for stopping by the studio and best of luck. We're very proud of you.
Thank you.
All right, and stay tuned because we will be right back. More Fiesta Friday when we return right after this.